Hello everybody. Gosh, it's been a long while since I've been here last. July and August so far. I've been extremely busy. But I'm here now. Who knew? Moving out, getting married, and getting an allotment all in 1 year would be so hectic. Who knew? But it is. But it's okay, we're making do. So, I mean, just over the last couple of months, I've just been harvesting little bits, like my Swiss chard, some of my marrows, and just watering. I've been cutting grass and weeding, bare minimal. I brought some pots and stuff like this because one of my friends is moving, and he's asked me to look after his pots until he's sorted themselves out. So got some injected some extra colour into the plot, which is always nice. Today I'm just gonna show you what I'm doing. I'm just pruning, deadheading. Gonna start collecting some bits. Got to show you some stuff that's developed, stuff that went terribly wrong. I'll show you as well. I'll show you all the creases and all the bad bits as well. Yeah, we'll just see how we go. All right, let's go. Now, I know it's the end of August, pretty much, 27th today, but let's take this back in time a little bit, and let's pretend it's the beginning of summer, yeah, should we say late May, June? Well, that's when our summer is now, practically, in the UK, and let's just pretend that these marigolds, which have done really well, but I haven't deadheaded them, but let's just pretend they've just bloomed, and I'm going to go along and start deadheading them now, because deadheading encourages new flowers to grow. Basically stop the plant thinking it's the end of its time when it goes to seed. But yeah. See, now, if I was doing this on a regular basis, I'd be done now. But because I haven't deadheaded it once, there's a lot to deadhead. So I hate when I see people deadheading and then literally they will just snip. I don't know if you can see. Let me reposition the camera. So when people are deadheading and they would just literally just take the head off. I know it's not a lot, but there's still that little bit of pointless stem. That the plant's got to put energy into killing off this little bit. So rather letting the plant use up energy to go into killing this, if I take it all the way back, then it's not a lot, but that energy now can go into this new little bud that's here, just like that. I'll fast forward all of this. You don't need to watch me deadhead 8 little marigold bushels. See, look at that, all tidied up. That looks so much nicer. And look, some of my calabrese, my broccoli, we're getting there. I don't know if it's just me or I'm just a bit slow to the season or what I'm doing. Maybe I haven't fed them enough, but they're taking their time, which I'm not bothered about. No hearts yet in the cabbages, but it's all looking quite nice. And what I've noticed is there wasn't so much weeds in the beds, especially in the center, because obviously it's so dense. Excluding light really does help keep the weeds under control. So yeah, my protective cover kind of died, so I've got some new bamboo canes in the back there, and I'm just going to rebuild this in the rain, of course. Now in here, a couple of the mistakes I had made. One, please excuse the mess of the beds. This the night scented stock. Well, it's done here. Over on the other side though, with my other brassicas, actually done fabulously. But anyway, besides the point. A couple of things. One, I don't know why I put my tomatoes and my cucumbers together, because cucumbers, very thirsty plants, and at this time of the year, tomatoes hardly need any water. Otherwise they just they swell and they split, blah blah blah. And yeah, so next year I'll have a separate tomato and cucumber bed. But once I've tidied it all up, I will. I'll show you. Oh, number 2, twine. For some reason, I bought the smallest amount. I didn't know twine came in different sizes, to be honest. But I bought the thinnest twine ever. Now you've got a lovely chunky cucumber growing up a bit of twine that's very thin. They snap, which they have, and I'll show you that in a bit. Well, you can see it kind of like just dangling down bits, and it's all broken, blah blah blah. So yeah, I'll have a little tidy up, and I'll show you what everything looks like afterwards. Okay, so just had a little tidy up of the cucumbers and tomatoes, and I've got some climbers, and I've got some little camellias. I think these two are camellias. Just kind of want to trail them up just for the time being, keep them happy. I've had to re-tie in some of these bits down here, just kind of give them a little bit more, because these cucumbers are heavy, and look, this twine is just way too thin. This one, I mean, look at the leaves and the base of the plant, but he did his job and produced a very nice looking cucumber. So I think what I'll do, there you go, I'll take that home. See, now when you grow cucumbers, they're quite spiky in a way, which I think is really interesting, but hopefully it'll taste delicious. I'm sure it will. Coming along, yeah, this one, he's coming up lovely. He's got a little friend there, and he's going up. Now the tomatoes, I'm going to show you. I did start doing it before, but obviously where they're starting to ripen, you want to remove all the leaves, all the excess foliage from the bottom, just to kind of so all the energy goes into just ripening the fruits. Not too sure how the technical side of it actually works, but that's just what I know. When they're starting to turn their lovely colour, red colour, you remove all the excess foliage. As you can see, some of them are done all right, but then some of the little bushels or vines, they just haven't had enough energy. So obviously that didn't have enough energy to fruit. But got a couple there, and there's a few. I'm not a big fan of tomatoes, but people that I live with do like tomatoes, so I grow them for them. So yeah, basically it's just a good example here on the main stem down here. Just excess foliage here. Just kind of snip it off. And same with this one up here. There you go. And then this one's just dying over here, so I'll just get him as well. And I will pick up, normally you hold what you're cutting so you can remove it straight away, but if I had 3 hands, that's what I would be doing, but I have to hold my phone too. But yeah, so I'm just going to go along. Some more tomatoes ripening in there, the gypsophilia is still going, and look at those seed heads. You can see all these seed heads in there, so hopefully it'll spread, or I could try and collect it. That'd be interesting. I got some sweet peas kind of tied in, training them to go up. Again, they haven't flowered yet. I don't know what's going on. They've been in the ground for ages. I thought they would have, maybe there's too many stems. It's putting too much growth on. I reckon if I pinched out some of these growing tips, but I want it to grow up. Maybe if I take out some of the side ones. So I'll just kind of like pinch that off, and maybe pinch one off down here, these little ones. Well, that I think that just encourages it to bush out. I don't know. We'll see. So, this is the one that I've just fiddled with. Now, I don't know what this is, but it's so lovely and pretty that it was all in the bed around there. So I kind of cut it back, pulled it out, and just kind of left it as a little natural barrier. I think that looks really pretty. But yeah, and that is all I've had time to do today, is this bed, and tidy up this one. Okay, so the main crop of potatoes are still romping away, doing their thing. The lettuce kind of like kicked the bucket a little bit. Oh well. Again, I was going to sow so much in the beginning of July because you still got time. But now I'm sure there's time to grow some stuff, so I might just look into it. But yeah, look at the it all just looks crazy. But this was the rocket. Look at the rocket, and it's flowered. And I'm guessing these are its seeds, these little things here, which is pretty cool. I quite like that. And again, there's lettuce. It's not a very happy lettuce, so it's probably not best to collect seed from a lettuce that turns very easily. Those aren't the kind of characteristics you want to collect. Going along. The only thing that's probably gone swimmingly is this Swiss chard, which I'm going to collect some more and give it to some family. Borage is blue. Be having a good old time down there. Lovely. Look at the radish. Look at the flowers. So many butterflies have been on the flowers of this radish, and it actually does look quite pretty. So I'm kind of glad that I kind of didn't pull it out of the ground and just let it do its thing. And who knows, maybe the seed will actually be viable. Oh, look at this. The cosmos. It's like seashell, cosmos, something. Now, again, let's go back to springtime, to early summer. And deadheading. Deadheading, very important. Very important job. I wouldn't mind just letting the seed, well, look, I mean, look, you can see the seed. Let's see if I can show you close up. Wow. Look at that. So I'll pull that there. Look at that. How lovely is that? So I will come back and I will deadhead all of this because I have been doing it all growing season. Not. Here's a big fail. My beans, I got a few decent pods, but I don't know what's happened to them. Wow, look at these sweet peas. I haven't tied these in yet, but look, I got a sweet peas. Right, I know it looks kind of cruel, but the more you cut, the more they grow. Just a second something pretty comes along, I cut it off. Oh, sweet peas smell so good. I will tie this in. I'll see if I can come back on the bank holiday, Monday, which is tomorrow, and I'll do some more work down here. I need to do a lot more work. Go look at that bad boy. He's bolted. That is the definition of bolting. He's like, I am not happy. Let's go to flower and seed. Okay. No. I got one pumpkin. This is where the marrow was, the big curly whirly one. But I got one pumpkin. But it doesn't look very happy down there. Looks a bit mouldy. So, oh yeah, he's not happy, is he? Oh well. Luckily there's not a lot going on in this one. Now this one is my cauliflower and my Brussels. They are, well, they're getting a bit too big really, aren't they? So I'm going to, yeah, look, you can see through the gap. Woohoo! Little cauliflower head there. Brussels are growing up nicely. Lovely jubbly. And then, yeah, look, light-scented stock is still going in this one. I don't know why I put it in there, but hey, it seems to be doing its job. Carrots in here, amongst lots of other things. Oh my gosh, I'm so untidy. Same in this bed. That borage is blue there. I didn't even plant that. Or sow the seed there. It just grew. My one celery. My one bit of celery. I'm happy about that. I like celery. Again, I was going to sow some more, but I did it again. I haven't had the time. I don't feel bad about that. I don't feel guilty anymore. I come and I do what I can, when I can. And it's supposed to be fun. And if I come here feeling guilty all the time, well, it's not fun, really. Wow, here, look at this. Here's my corn. Look at the size of some of these cobs. I mean, when the little hairs, when the little beards go brown and crispy like this, they're ready to go, really. But he's a bit small, that one. Again with this one, there's maybe some baby corn in there. Here's an example of one that's not ready, where it's still light and fluffy, so that's still growing. Now there's a monster. Where's the monster? That's a pretty good one. And him. There's one over here. Look at this bad boy. God, look at the size of that. It's like bigger than my hand. So I think just for the aesthetic of showing you guys, because you've been very patient with my growing season. I haven't had the best one, but I'm still learning. I'm still going slowly. Let's pull this off, shall we? Oh yeah, look at that. I'll give her a peel in a minute just so I can show you. That is a lovely bit of corn, and I'll show you what she looks like on the inside soon. Right, and then last thing, oh look at my delphiniums. Now obviously they haven't done a lot this year, but I think they're just establishing themselves this year. And then next year I'll have a lovely display, hopefully. And then my sunnies, my sunflowers. Look at the size of the heads on here. The head's so big, it's kind of falling down on itself. Absolutely fabulous. I'll leave the heads, look. Where his head's so big, he's kind of squished in on himself. Fold it down. I might leave, I'll leave the seeds for the birds, obviously, because I'm a nice guy. But I would love to try and create some sunflower oil. Because all you need is, well, seeds and one of those cheesecloths. And like a little bit of water. Got some new ones coming. That's a good one. That's going to be an impressive one. So yeah, that's the plot. It's all a bit manic at the moment. A little bit neglected. But this is a low maintenance veg patch this year. And I am happy with it. Happy with it. It's all a bit rough and ready. But Rome wasn't built in a day, as they say. But yeah. Oh yeah, come on, let's do one more pan around. Yeah. This is my space. It's like having your own kids. Like a newborn. Other people look at your newborn and be like, that's an ugly baby. But to you, it's the most beautiful thing in the world. Kind of like that. What a weird analogy. Alright, here's my corn. Here's my cob. Let's peel her. See what she looks like. Of course, like Christmas morning, this. I'm trying to do this in front of the camera. Oh my gosh. Did anyone ever play Pass the Parcel when they were a kid? I've never seen so many layers. Almost there. Oh wow. Go away, Mr. Wasp. This is my bounty, not yours. Whoa, hallelujah. 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 Look at her. Don't know why she's a her. Beautiful. Look at that. Absolutely fabulous. Well, that's a good side. Bit rough around the edges in some bits, but that's okay. Well, I tell you what, I'm going to break a little bit off the end of this. And I'm going to eat some. So that's my cob. You see it? Look. Big as my head. That's a bit I torn off. Oh yeah. I'm going to a barbecue today. I might take some corn on the cob. Oh yeah, that's amazing. How do you guys eat corn? I'm gonna eat you. Like, I love it. Everything in this garden and this veg patch, most things, you can just eat just off the vine, off the plant, fresh as it comes. There's always a thing about eating your own produce, and it's true. My head's going crazy. Yeah, eating your own produce, you can't beat it. It's great. So yeah, everybody, thank you for being patient. I'm sorry I haven't been here for a long while. Life's very busy. And I'm gonna go. Yeah, might pop back tomorrow, do some more filming, edit this bad boy, get this online so you can see it, because at the moment I'm just talking to myself, I'm not talking to you. And yeah, got some plans for the sheds. Been doing some loose sketches for like putting shelves, little units up, storage spaces, stuff like that. So hopefully I can do some DIY videos with you. That'll be fun. And yeah, just everybody have a great rest of your weekend, day, morning, evening, whatever. Have a good day. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.